Hello and welcome. It is 13 minutes past 8 a.m., 8:13, and the calendar says today is a Thursday and it is already the 6th of March, the Mar month. Let's breathe. Acknowledging all family members, particularly the pets. Acknowledging all family members in all dimensions. Acknowledging the multidimensional beings that are joining us, particularly also the stars. Acknowledging the land we lie, we sit, we stand on. Acknowledging the home. Acknowledging all of nature. Acknowledging the fact that there is quite a bit of sun out there, so very, very grateful for this early spring sun, even though it's cool. It is really supportive. It's been there for a couple of days and it's giving a lift. It's giving some energy, and I'm just trying to remember. So I noticed rainbow light coming in before the sun was here. Friday, I'm getting Saturday, so today Thursday. Maybe it was Sunday, but it was around that weekend or latest the Monday morning. So just greeting all rainbow energies. Greeting all those friends and family that support each one of us. Feeling it in your heart. Personally, I feel it in my left lower heart chamber, but it may be totally individual. So I encourage you just to find your inner resonance and answer for you, whilst I'm just sharing with you what has been shared with me through this multi-D being with this voice, how it comes, and at this moment in time, let's take deep, nourishing, supporting breath. Now, I am being asked to share with you to use the out breath to let go of any particular mental thought construct. There seems to be a lot of sticky debris flying about from old patterns or from current patterns. It looks a little bit like having a washing line and they're packed on it there. It's just that it's a stickiness, or it's an electromagnetic stickiness. So whatever our individual rucksack, whatever our ancestral, whatever our blueprint, or whatever our veil or our lens was that we've been given, or yeah, when I'm sneezing, it's always a clearing. So, speaking of things that are letting go of, yeah, we're shedding this encrusted while we're growing in the sense, and this is a little bit like getting a new pair of shoes, and even if these are, if we're running barefoot, then most shoes used to have leather soles, and so, but even with a good rubber, the resources are all made from earth, and so, and the earth's energies are rising, but obviously it depends on to your own sensitivity. And it's not just the material, but it is the quality of the material. So if somebody really takes care and puts a lot of energy into preparing something, then it is a very good conductor of energy. So I'm really recording this to remember this energetic exchange that has come in, to have a record like a diary, share it with you, offer it to the to a greater field, whilst noticing this extreme, I would call it's layers, right? So there is a layer of tiredness and there's a layerness of exhaustion, and it shows itself in different parts of the body to different scales. I'm also listening to what body needs, or soul needs, or spirit needs, or, well, the whole of me needs. I'm sure you do the same. So when you go shopping, food shopping, I mean, to get that what resonates, and yeah, finding a way to match the resources to get the quality and to get something that the body needs right now. Seems, yeah, zinc is coming off. Mm. And there's something I think I didn't share. This was some time back, and this may be personal, but Exactly, it was the Schussler salts, number 3, number 21. So one is iron, so ferrum, and the other one was zincum chloratum, I think it's called. They usually most stock 1 to 12, and you may have to order 21, but interestingly, that Bose is a 3. I'm just wondering if there are different number systems with different type of cell salts. So this relates to the gallbladder and liver meridian, and in fact, there could be areas in the body that are so close to acupuncture point. And I also, just to say this, every single cell, yeah, is a chakra, is a chakram, is a every single cell is this powerhouse. And I'm sorry, I am a bit slow. I just noticed parts of my spine wishing attention, and these are areas where I had bumps and things happening. And bumping into things sometimes opens the chakra, but here the chakram is singular as far as I remember, but the English way is chakra and then chakras. But actually, chakra is the plural as far as I'm aware, but there may be many different spellings. The thing is, it's not a time to dwell on these principles of correctness, as it is always a matter of interpretation. And it's like with any kind of plant or any kind of fruit, you find over 200 species across the globe, and not just one or two that you know from buying them locally. And so there are always solutions for every single climate and every zone, and it may well mean that in some areas one grows better, but that is because more to do with what is available. Yeah. And yeah, is to do with the amount of water and the amount of light. So, and that again has an impact on the quality of the earth, but not all plants need the same type of soil, and it is a matter of, how much do you need? How many people do you need to feed, or how, what it is for, what's the purpose? So I suppose areas of our spine is healing. Personally, I can feel it right now, mostly in my cervical, that's the neck area. So we have 7, well, all mammals have 7 vertebrae in the I can't even think of the English word now. The ones that create your neck. Yeah. And then there is some in the lumbar region. Both seem to be linked to when you look at the skeleton of the body and you imagine it as a mm, symbolic way of the lines running into the sky and into the earth and the ones that are like the horizon. So it seems to be related to the area that is horizontal, but it's the middle of the vertical of that particular portion of skeleton. So there seems to be, and in my case it's on the left side, it could be on any side. And it is related to other areas of the body and definitely related to how we walk on Earth. So there is a rejuvenation going on. Strong silver current I'm getting as well. So of course it is all linked to the metabolism, and that in turn is linked to the digestion, and that obviously is linked to our nervous system. But we have antennas in many parts. So I'm just trying to. So it may well be that certain areas in your anatomy, things that have happened in this life, relate to the physical biological family line, and one may not always be able to ask someone or remember, as not everybody made it into high age. And yes, some people may remember, but maybe right now when you wish to ask somebody, there's nobody to ask. You can obviously link with all of them via energetic um, audio or energetic answers. So I would say, when you are feeling tuned in, um, personally, I would say I would like to have an explanation to what this healing relates to. Thing though is that it is adjusting. It's moving into its alignment. So it may well be that the reason some of us could not embody or could not realize ideas or dreams we had or our intuitive inner voice because we couldn't align our body, never mind how much manual therapy or in a way yoga is your own, or any kind of stretching. There are in every single culture, there are activities that relax the body or stretch the body. And again, if I would have the chance, I would just sit in the hot spring right now. Yeah, who knows? But equally so, the minerals here in the soil and in the land, because of what it is, and this is the positive effect of being in a rather moist region. It's not always what one wishes, maybe, you know. But we are at the right place, and there may be more important reasons to be in a place, because, yeah, this is where you landed. And yes, I understand isolation or aloneness is an issue, but it, it may also be a form of protection. But I do agree there is, mm, however much we are connected with our gifts and our talents and all dimensions, being on Earth, living the human experience, one would wish to have interactions with other human beings, and not just on a very superficial layer. You can always interact on a hard bit, but obviously what is missing is to find anyone only remotely interested in the things that you may be interested. Maybe you are in a location where there are like-hearted people, but maybe you're not. Or maybe the resources aren't there because you're living further out to meet, and then sometimes the weather isn't supportive, and sometimes it is the fact that we have other beings to take care of, and we choose to be at home rather than having the energy disperse out there. We are getting stronger, but it is still, it still costs power to be in the public, let's call it that way. And it's great when the things you try work out, it still takes energy. So the reason there are pauses between me sharing with you is not because there's nothing to say. It is because there is energy coming in to this body as I speak and recording my voice. It's a way of, it's like a key or a gate, and the voice is the key for that gate to open. An exchange of the light codes, definitely light codes coming in. And even if they're not visible, they are more perceivable. And they're not unusual to me. The paintings I did way back when living in Spain between 2005 and 2010, I was receiving these, and I was living up about, I think, 800 meters or more in a hilly mountainous region in a valley with very few inhabitants and quite a yeah, in the Sierra, and it was a national park. Not that that means anything, because yeah, it basically means that nature can do what it wants, but still people drive cars and land machines, and hunters can still go and anybody can still roam, but because of its size and because of its, yeah, there's less human beings. Um, the roughness, the rawness of nature was there, and I was perceiving the energies there very strongly. They were almost like rainbow showers, and I tried to capture them in the paintings then. Very difficult to do that with layers of paint, but it is not a matter of how pretty then a picture looks. It is a matter of capturing this energy, and you can do it in many, many ways. Yeah. And so these seem to finally are here now in 2025, being in Germania and close to the North Sea, to the Atlantic. I would still say in a kind of neglected area, you could see this in a positive way. But I would say globally, villages and rural areas and towns and cities too have lost a lot of their cultural offering, let's call it that way. But I trust this will reflourish. It is just, yeah, for now it's just how it is. And so I suppose the positive point you could say is that as I am not able to express what is coming in with anybody in direct words, I express it here. And the sun is looking around the corner. The little kitty bear is sharing, looking so peaceful. Yeah, I think this is what I have to share today. Maybe not, yeah, maybe not. That's not what I meant. Also, the golden energy that comes in hues of gold, saying this, I can feel my left shoulder blade, scapula, the wing, but there is lots more. Well, rise and shine, I would say. this strange feeling of feeling totally animated and awake and at the same time so tired and exhausted. To have like all seasons in the body. Anyway, I trust you're having a good day. I trust that you have some resolution, resolving things, a bit of flow in the right direction, and I trust that you count your blessings such an old way. Well, it means to remember the things that we kind of take for granted because, well, it's the birthright, but actually to remind us of where we put our energy previously to have what we have. Whether this is painting a wall or putting up furniture or having things around you that you like. Yeah, so time to use this body and this energy, do a bit of physical spring clearing, in my case, outside as the sun allows to be outside and just refresh. And there is lots to do, and it always looks as if one hasn't done anything. It's the energy, right? We are conductors of love and we are energetic beings. And we interact with the elements. And if I'm now going to take a bit of warm water and a bit of vinegar, I have a pair of gloves because it's quite dirty work I need to do. And clean out the old energy, being at the fresh air, and getting rid of some fallen branches and things, and just tidying up a bit so the new can come. As the snowdrops are out, there were little white bushels of the Mrs. Salix, this is the willows, are out at the highest points where the sun reaches and making this pinky hue because they have reddish, this type of willow tree, and yes, the daffodils, their little green shoots are up. They have some time to go yet. Yeah, and then there are a few fallen fence posts and things, and it looks quite rough. However, nature is getting more colorful. I can't wait. Oh yes, the hazelnut has little, we call them lamb's tails. So nature is starting to come above ground and at its colors. And this is where the juices are starting to flow. This is the symbolism of the color green, even though white and yellow and other colors, yeah, the purple of the crocus, the pink, and I'm sure there are myriads of other flowers, and it's a good time also to start putting seeds and flower pots. So yeah, one, two, three. I'm getting these. I believe it's an aura soma vibration, and I link the two links in the description. The most powerful free gift we have is our voice or our vibration. That means we can support others in spreading the information and leaving it up to anybody else to absorb it or not. Okie dokie. Have a lovely, wonderful day and a weekend and a week, and there is some uplifting and energy coming out. It's so, so supportive. Thank you. This is Blue for blueroom.org.